everybody. My name's Andre Romance, and today I have decided to get back into doing my videos and just share some techniques with people because I know there are some beginning artists, some people that want to get into concept art or they want to get into visual art or 3D art, gaming art, you know, uh, want to get commissions and just want to get a strong, firm background in just art itself. And so this what I'm doing today. I just kind of came up with this today, but it's not looked at a whole lot as being genuine with using this technique here. Okay, so what I have here is a picture of me and my daughter and I, and we just took this picture a couple minutes ago, and it's just to kind of give you guys idea of this concept that I'm gonna teach or not even teach, but that I'm gonna do and try out. This would help those people that are getting started or those people that need a little help in the area of coming up with a concept and also being able to nail the 3D or 4D look. Okay, now a lot of people aren't familiar with how detailed the body is or the structure of things that they're trying to draw, and so therefore their pictures don't look as realistic as they could. Okay, so with doing this technique here, it helps you to get an idea of reference. Okay, this is going to help you get an idea of reference. And so um, one thing to really consider though is to not get caught up in what people think when you decide to go this route. Okay, some people they want to mask their ability to get things done right. They want to mask their ability to come up in concept things or even tell you how they came up with a particular look or something like that. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just I'm doing a quick outline. Okay, that's all I'm pretty much doing is just a quick outline of what concept we have going on. Now we went with this picture just to give you an idea of what you can really do. I'm talking, babe. You are live. Did you know that? Everybody in the world is gonna see you now. You're gonna be famous. Did you know that?
Everybody's gonna see me in the camera where you are?
Yep. I'm talking to them, so if you can not move my chair so much, babe. Okay. Stand up. Thank you. And try not to move my chair, okay? All right. So what I was saying is,
Can I say hi?
sure.
Hi.
Well, they can't see you over there. You have to actually be in the camera. Uh-oh. Without moving the background.
You can't see.
You can't see yourself still?
No.
Oh, that's all right if you can't really see you.
Hi.
I'm sure everybody's like, hey, how are you? She's
Hi.
so pretty. So they won't be able to talk back to you, but they can see you. Okay, nonetheless, they can see you.
Okay.
But as I was saying, guys, um, this technique just helps you to kind of get your perspective of things. Okay, kind of helps you to get off my chair, babe.
Okay. No.
It helps you get your perspective of how to capture stuff. How to create the environment without having to do so much erasing. I know, man, that could be the one of the biggest challenges of all times. Nia, please come from back there.
Daddy.
Yes, you do. You got video games and all that stuff, right? Get your tablet. Where's your tablet?
In the back of you?
It's in back of me. What is it doing back there? Hmm? You don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I'm sorry, guys. If you know what having children are like, you understand all the stops that I'm doing in the middle of this talk here. But all this is just the outlining of the actual picture itself, okay? And once you get the picture down or the figure itself, then you go into the actual painting of what you want to see. I don't have to you don't have, the finishing product doesn't have to be the just this picture alone. You can add along the way. This just gives you a couple reference points as far as having your elements and just have your people that are in your picture proportionate. Okay, so that's all this helps you with. It's just getting that look down. Okay, sometimes you can't look at it and get it right for anything. Sometimes it just takes a lot of time for you to really get it together. Now this don't let anybody devalue your talent. Okay, if this is how you get your artwork done, if this is how you do your artwork, okay, don't let anybody devalue you because there are actual people in the world that can't even do this much. Okay, so that's why it's very important that you not only find your own style, but don't let anybody talk down about this type of technique. There is no right way to draw. Okay, there's no right way to paint. So if you want to trace, like I'm doing right now, to kind of get a concept of, or try to get the outlining of the figures I want to work with, that's fine. It's a fast way to do things. Um, it's I mean, all the better if you have your own picture like I have, because I'm not grabbing anything off the line that ties me to anybody else or make me artificial. Okay, so everything that I'm doing here is 100% my work. Okay, 100% my idea. I came up with the picture. I took the picture myself. I put it on here, and I'm tracing it. There's not another picture like it online. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind too. But as far as having people to tell you that this is not real art or that this doesn't show your talent, well, yes, it does. Yeah, I just urge you not to get discouraged by the people that are out there saying that you can't do this. Okay. Now, a lot of people that would have something to say about this type of technique, they probably don't even have their own art portfolio to show you to back up what they're talking about if they say that there's something wrong with doing it this way. But if you like it this way, guys, if you want to do your art this way, it's totally fine. So this is just a quick and easy way to just get your feet wet, okay? Get your feet wet. Uh, Learn a little bit about what the human structure looks like, and kind of helps you out with how things look. You get to kind of see what things look like without the colors. See, something like this would take a long time for somebody to do that was just looking at a picture rather than tracing over it and then getting rid of it later on. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with doing this. Okay, guys, and that's really what I want to stress is that there's no right way to do art, and when you find your own technique or your own way of doing things, you stick with it no matter what people say, and eventually you run across people that find value in what you're doing because they can't do it. Okay, and there are people out there that They, no matter how much you give them to trace, they cannot make it happen, even if it's already done. Like this picture here, there are people that cannot trace this picture and make it look like just an outline of the actual picture. There's a lot of people out there that can't do that. So when you have people like that, that's what creates your value. Okay, the value of your artwork is created by the people that see your artwork and say to themselves, I can't do that. That's amazing. I like how you did it, but I couldn't do it if I tried. Okay, those are the people that create the actual value of your products, of your artwork. Okay, so never let anybody knock your work. Number one. Number two, keep your head up and continue to find your craft. Okay, find what your strong point is, and then work towards things that you really aren't sharp in. Okay, like if you're not really good at grabbing proportions and making, if you like to draw humans, make them look, structurally sound. And that goes with any other uh, figures that you want to draw as well. Some people cannot draw animals, or nature, or just don't have like as far as like for me example for I'm an example. Okay, I struggled for a long time with learning how to throw in backgrounds behind my artwork and how to just tie it in, how to create distance in between things. Okay, and I struggled with that for a long time, and now I'm at a point where I can create it, and it's only because I went through enough pictures. I went through and traced enough scenery pictures to know, okay, what the difference is between near and far. Okay, um, which is one of the greater things that you'll have to learn, especially if you want to get into concept art, is learning how to go in and create distance between things. Okay, using light and dark, and find your place, find what you're good at. Okay, and just capitalize on that, capitalize on what you're good at, and then also create what you're not good at. Okay, so we have somewhat of a start here, and I think I want to go a little medieval on you guys with this picture here, and go into some doomsday style, in this picture, and actually get us into some armor, and get us some sledgehammers or some battle axes. Just kind of have fun with this picture here for you guys. But and this is very simple. What I'm doing here is very simple. Um, like I said, there's no right way to do this. It's just a matter of you, and she'll be like a armored out young girl with barrettes, in doomsday slugging it out or something crazy. But get creative, and that's what this art stuff is all about. Is just being creative and coming up with your own style that would be accepted out in the world of art, you know. And it's really what you put on it. It's really what you make it. As much work as you're willing to put in, and you'll feel that much better when the product is finished. hmm What do you think about it, Nia? What do you think about that? Does that look like you?
Mm,
Sorta.
no.
It don't look like you. Does that look like me?
Yeah.
That looks like you too.
No, it doesn't look like to me.
And you can do different things to see your art lines. You can by pulling the fill down. Finding a nice medium in your fill. Uh, to see your brush strokes. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with doing that as well. As long as you grab hold to the concept. Alright, so and see the thing is just to not use any work from the actual picture. All you're using is the lines. Okay, that's all you're using is the lines.
Daddy,
Yes, dear.
I want to go and sit with you.
You want to sit with me downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't.
Boring up here.
No, you're supposed to be looking at the artwork happen, aren't you? That this is my little artist here talking, and she's really good. I've been working with her as far as getting her art techniques down too, and she's pretty good for her age, you know. It reminds me of when I was her age and when I was getting started, but only I didn't have any artists, in my life that knew what they were doing or that even pursued the art career to kind of guide me in the right direction with it. But she's truly got some talent, and maybe one day I'll put her up here to draw something for you guys, and we'll see how she does. But now that I have the structure of everything that I want to do, I'll go ahead and just kind of muscle everything out, maybe um find out exactly where everything should be, you know, like if this was like the pecs area. You right down there? And then this was like the back area here, what we were doing. Um, Also going in and create the weapons. I love you too, baby. Create the weapons. I think be careful.
Daddy.
Yes. Can you put that down before you hurt yourself? I don't want you to have. I want you to hurt yourself. See? See? All right. You're gonna have me put you out, and I'm gonna send you down there, downstairs with everybody else. Because you're messing up my film here, Mia. If you need me to put you to work, I will put you to work. Okay?
Where are you going to take me to work on?
I'm gonna put you to work on some homework. I'm gonna give you a shield. Don't jump on my chair. So this is it, guys. Um, this is the bread of this is I don't even know what to call it, but you guys get the point of this, right? You guys totally get the point, and I hope you guys get the point of what I'm trying to show here, and just what I'm trying to express. This type of stuff, it has gone too long without being accepted as far as true art. All right, as far as uh, being a true artist and actually being able to express yourself this way. Express yourself artistically in the sense of having this type of concept. Here, let's see if we can actually make this look like something. A lot of the times you just have to play around with this stuff in order to really get it to work out for you, you know. Mm. And a lot of this will be shaded, you know, so it doesn't matter if you hack away at these lines because that's the beauty of painting. Okay, this is totally different from doing inking. Okay, we're not gonna do any inking here. This is gonna be strictly the painting. You know, that's what I like to deal with. I deal more so with paintings and getting into colors, and that's just really what I'm about, making dark backgrounds come alive. That's that's pretty much where I am as far as my art career, and what I love to paint. So I'll come in and I'll do some really cool things here. And we'll start to see this picture come alive, guys, as I go along. Um, I don't know what time I started this, but when you make really long videos, it seems as if people can't sit still long enough to catch the drift of what you're actually doing. In most cases, people don't understand what you're doing to even be interested in sitting long enough to learn anything that and it could be the very thing that makes the difference between getting a commission that's 200 bucks and getting a commission that's somewhere around 8,000. You know, and I think back at one of the online startup artists that I follow here and there, and I still keep in touch with him. His name is Nicholas. Okay, Nick K. Really good artist, really good concept artist. Taught me a little thing or two about shading. As far as doing everything on digitally. Me, I'm a well-rounded artist now, but he did help me out a whole bunch as far as learning how to shade with Photoshop, right? Photo the shading that I learned dealing with him and being in contact with him, it kind of boosted me in my career as far as getting what I was able to get done, and using those techniques, I was able to actually go and use those in a book illustration. It actually became the first published book illustration that I had, so that is probably the my greatest success um, as far as me doing illustrations, or concept art, if you will. But and that kind of it helped me out a whole bunch. But if you ever watched his videos, some of his videos are really long. You can sit 2, 3 hours just listening at him talk. And those that are really open to learn something, they would sit through those conversations, and through those conversations you get nuggets here and there. You get golden nuggets, and these aren't just nuggets to take lightly. They actually make a big difference in your pictures, so that in how you do things. Okay, how you guys structure your work, where you start at in your work, and just the overall effect at the end of your painting, what the outcome is or how it looks. And so what he Just watching a few of his videos gave me such a huge perspective of light and dark, and actually helped me out a little more as far as um, doing distance and keeping everything proportionate. So hats off to Nick K for some of the stuff that he's done, and has you know has helped a lot of other artists out as well, as far as somebody who's just starting off, or somebody that don't know very much about concept art, or even how to structure anything. Okay, so that would be said. I'll go ahead and continue to get the structure going with this. Now there's another thing to point out too, that a lot of people harp on, is the amount of layers that you use in your painting. There's nothing wrong, guys, with using multiple layers. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Actually, the more layers you use, the more you can make things come out from the background. I mean, there's so much that you can do with layers. Layers, layers after layers. Like I can put another layer on top of this, and you're just painting on top of. Now eventually you get good enough to not need so many layers, and that's where I guess some artists draw the line. They feel that they get to a point where they're too cool to do layer after layer, and so just because it's boring to them, it should be boring to everybody else. Well, that's not necessarily true. If you use layers, good to you. You know, there's nothing wrong with layers. It's actually, I mean, it's a good it's a good strategy. It's a good technique. Use it. That's why Adobe made, the ability to use layers. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. If there was something wrong with it, Adobe wouldn't give you the ability to do it. Okay, guys, and that's what makes you stand out from everybody else. And you let other people create rules for themselves, and box themselves off. But you use every in my opinion, use every bit of technique that you get your hands on. Okay, it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter where you finish. But use the most technique that you can use. That's If I can give you anything, that would be the the advice that I give. It's just don't let other artists discourage you from using something just because they wouldn't use it. I mean, you're not them and they're not you, so do what works best for you, because they're not going to pay you, for the work that you're doing. And to you, who love what you do, you'll find people that love what you do for the very fact that you're good at doing what it is that you do. So your crowd will come. The people that would love to see you do the artwork that you do, they'll come. All you have to do is just structure yourself, stay firm in what you do, and get good at it. You know, get good to the point where you start to stand out from those other people. The other people that claim they don't use more than one layer to paint. Well, this is the new age, and if you don't use more than one layer to paint, you might as well be a graphics painter. I mean, not a graphics painter, but a canvas painter. If you want to stick to canvas, go real, go real on them. Go all the way. Use paint. So don't be discouraged, guys. We're gonna shield all this out, and then we'll go with bigger brushes, and all of this stuff will just come and come as we go along in this painting. But you'll start to see what I'm talking about as far as starting off with the structure line. See, I had a body already in place to look at, so that it wasn't a problem for me to create anything else outside of that, around the area that I initially, you know, took from this picture here. So the picture's there still, but what we create out of the picture is all the better, all the better. So we're going supersonic on this one. And this is father daughter, father daughter glory. This is our moment, our time to shine, and we're doing what we have to do. Whatever we're fighting against, I don't know what we'll be fighting, but you know, maybe there'll be some surprises later on with this picture. Maybe I'll shrink this image so I can get more of a picture and perspective here for you guys to look at. But you know what you create is what you create, and love what you create to the to the fullest potential. And I may actually go as far as give myself a longer axe or something, or some sort of sword, rather than the axe, or maybe a sledge. I can go with a sledge. That would be kind of cool. Let's see here, and then we want this armor to be sick with it. I love armor. There's so much you can do with armor by itself. There's just too much, too much to limit yourself to. You can you do what you want to do. Create your own armor. It doesn't even have to work. It doesn't have to be the type of armor that would really work in a real in the real world. You know, it's just the techniques that you use that captures people attention, and when they look at it, it'll say something. It'll say something to them. That'll have them like, wow, what could that work? Could that really work? And that's what you want to go for. You want to push the envelope. You want people to be at awe when they see the work. You want them to say, if they literally did create something like that, would it really work? And then you want that answer to be, yeah, yeah, that would work. Um, if you could come up here, I am live right now. So if you want to talk to me, come on up. Oh, they can't hear you. You're not on speaker. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. All right. Bye bye. All right. So now that I'm drawing my arm in, it looks like it's not proportionate, right? And that's due to the angle of this portion here. Yes, I am. But if I go in and I eliminate the structure here, right? And I change the angle, just the angle. Okay, and that's all it takes, right? If I just change the angle of this, it changes how everything looks. So if I come in and I draw my chest to come out this way, okay? If I draw my chest to come around that way, it changes the whole perspective of the picture. And that's the beauty of using the template start off. You start off with something that could be very, very standard, you know, very standard. I mean, standard to its fullest potential of standardness, if that's even a word, standardness. But you do it all the way down, yeah, all the way down to just the small details. You know, you work out the small details here, and then after a while, this thing starts to unfold a whole nother story um, that you want to tell. And also, if you are using different layers, you don't necessarily have to go back and erase, you know, erase those those areas that I was just erasing. You can simply switch to white, and you can go into paint mode on them. You know, you can go into paint mode. You can do whatever you want to do. You know, and of course I have this one up here, which gives me the ability to sketch. Okay, so I'm still working with sketch. I hadn't gotten, you know, totally into the area of making anything, you know, solid or doing any color switching or anything like that. I'm just kind of finding the lines, you know, and that's what you guys want to work with, you know. You want to kind of find out where your lines are, where what looks good to you, to your eye. It doesn't have to be detailed, just whatever looks good to you, you know. And then when you have that, what looks good to you, you just go hard, you know, go hard. That's what this is all about. So hopefully this helps you guys, you know. Hopefully it helps you out a whole lot because it's most definitely helped me in the beginning stages of getting started with art and doing it digitally. You know, now it works a little different when you're dealing with this type of stuff, um, and you're doing this on a canvas or you're doing it on a sketch pad. And that's where you'll find most of your talent growing. It just comes from the sketch pad. This is no different than the sketch pad. Right now I'm using the Intuos 3, and you know, I don't get to look at my hand very much, you know. I'm working on getting a Cintiq, you know, that you know where I can actually look at what I'm drawing. But if you don't have it, you don't have the money for it, get a regular digital tablet, and you go to work like that, you know. And you the in the beginning of you know kind of structuring yourself with this type of technique, you'll find yourself you know you'll find a little struggle as far as drawing stuff without looking at your hand, and that could be a struggle for anybody. But over time you'll get used to it, and then you'll find that there's a comfort level with it. You know, there's a comfort level with it, and just don't be discouraged by any of the people that are experienced. It is something that you grow into. Okay, now and it may work better for you to have a tablet, and you know for some people it works best to have a Cintiq or some sort of pen display, you know, where they're actually drawn onto the screen. Again, it may not work well for you, as it may not work as well as it works for other people. So start where you can, and then work yourself up gradually, and find what you want. You know, find what works best for you. Me, I'm really comfortable with the tablet. It's it's what I'm working with right now. It's kind of what I learned on digitally, so I really don't have a problem with going in and doing any, you know, major changes as far as getting a tablet or anything like that to, you know, make myself look any more professional than I already do. Because I mean, the talent that's where it starts at. Your talent, all right, your motor skills. Your talent is gonna show regardless of who you are, what you're doing. Okay, so you guys really want to um, really do want to, consider that, consider it. One thing to point out though with this technique that I'm doing when I'm coloring in the coloring in with white takes away your ability to drop your background in later and after the fact, okay? And I'll give you an example. If I start in on this background um, and I'm sketching, you can kind of see where the white was, okay? You can see where I actually painted the white, and that will show up in your background, okay? So that's just one thing to point out, um, to consider when you get ready to do your background, is just to find that structure, all right? Find what works best for you, because that will be a challenge later on, um, unless you are aware that you're doing it and you have a backup plan or something like that already in place. Don't get stuck there. It's all a part of learning, and that's what we want to do with what we have here. We just want to learn, guys. We want to get really good at what we're doing, so when it comes time to charging, you get what you ask for. Okay. Now your portfolio is how you lock in the cost and the price that you want, to charge people. When people look at your artwork, they go to your site, they look at your stuff, they say, okay, this person's pretty good, they have some really good stuff. Let's call them and get a quote. Well, they can kind of reference off of the stuff you have in your portfolio, um, of how good you are already and how quick they think you can get the job done. What your value would be worth, what your value is to them according to the things you already have, you know, for them to see. So this here is just to, build you up, get you used to creating good work. I mean, whether it's just recreational or whether you're doing it for a portfolio or something like that, you guys want to have a good look overall so that when you do get people, that come and look at your stuff, they say, okay, um, it makes a lot more sense what all this person puts into this work for him to ask or for her to ask for this price. And well, if you're in their budget, they'll give it to you. They'll give you a shot. So that would be that. Let's see what else we got here. What other cool things we can do with this? There's so much that you can do with armor. Uh, it's crazy, There's just so much to do with it. I mean, if we want to trim this down and make it a little more feminine, we could, We don't have to follow any guidelines because we already have the outline of what the actual body looked like. We can always go back and reference that. I can always go back and look at this picture and say I'm cutting it a little too close or I'm cutting it a little too far. This will having that picture in the back there, it'll show you where you stand as far as reality and making something look like it works. You keep the structure of the arms and all of that stuff. You make it look like it works. I can come in, I can create something way far down here and just make it work. Doesn't have to be the greatest. But we'll throw colors in. When you start going and getting inside of the colors, oh man, and that's when it gets fun, when you start working with the colors. You start throwing colors around, and everything just makes that much more sense. Also, you can cut stuff off that wouldn't make sense to some people, and add things that wouldn't make sense, and just because it looked. looked cool when you did it. You know, it would give people another idea that, man, that looked really sharp. Maybe I can come up with a concept like that. You know. Hold on just a second.
Daddy.
Because we're in battle. Is that cool though?
Uh-huh.
Maybe we can add in some princess stuff just for you. What do you think?
Like draw the princess picture on here.
Yeah, maybe we can. What you want your armor to be like? You want it to be pink?
Yes.
Hey, get off my chair.
Pink.
Thank you. Pink, huh?
Mm.
So now
There's pink right there.
we have somewhat of a concept together, and we can kind of move
Can I help you?
into painting. No, you can't help. I'll let you get it on the next try, okay? The next
Okay.
time, next go around, I'll let you get in here and we'll do some painting together, okay?
Like that?
Like this
Oh.
type of pink here. You want it to be more hot? You want a more hotter pink? Like this type of pink?
Yeah, like that type of pink.
Like up here? More
Mm-hmm.
bright type of pink?
No.
Alright, what type of pink you want? Where you want it?
Like the
Like
dark,
this right here?
dark type of pink.
Okay, princess pink here. So we're gonna start in with some pink now. Okay?
Okay. What is that?
This is part of your armor. Princess pink, guys. Princess pink, okay? Daughters, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at us, because she's awesome.
Are you still talking to people?
I am. You're talking to people now too, because they can hear you.
No.
Another thing to consider in this as well is your lighting. Find out where your light source is gonna be, guys, so that it's not a problem for you later on. And no, there's nothing wrong with making a reference point as far as where your light source is gonna be. By that I
Daddy,
mean,
can I make the pink?
next time, okay. Not this go around. We'll have to do it on a day where we're not live, okay? And so there, this is gonna be really cool, just because it's princess pink. Pretty pink, guys. Pretty pink. And once upon a time, I had my brush size where right where I could, step it up, but I don't anymore. So now I have this here, and we'll see what all we can do with this. The sky is the limit with this, literally. There's so much you can do as far as getting this thing together. Finding out what's going to be what and where everything's going to go. Me, I like to kind of curve and work with the shapes. It helps out a little bit with getting your shading done later on. Kind of have a figure of the idea of where the shape, how the shape is bending, and how much you need to put into making it look 3D. So Princess Pink, guys. Princess Pink. Never thought I'd be doing Princess Pink, but here we are doing Princess Pink.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, baby.
Do you know where I am?
And on the bed,
Yeah.
I can tell you were up there from the sound of your voice.
Yes, I am up here.
Alright, well, don't move stuff around up there, okay?
Come on.
Because I want this to stay bright. And if you get to messing around with the box, it falls down and then it changes the pitch of the camera. Okay? So it's all for lighting. It's also that people can see me. And it's not much of a draw you know, on the eyes. Another thing to consider when doing this as well is um, actually actually having a uh, a set of speed keys together or shortcut keys that you can use to uh, put everything at your fingertips. Um, having the ability to change stuff on your keypad saves you a lot of time when you're working on your concepts. It just gives you a better speed time with switching out the tools you need or switching out the codes you need. Of course, I don't right now because um, I just upgraded my Windows, and I haven't done any resets as far as my keys, for this thing to work, how I would normally do it. So what you guys are seeing is a raw and uncut version of how I would normally do it. And, you know, usually I paint much faster than this, But like I said, I don't have all the tools at my fingertips right now to change the brush, brush size and all that stuff. But once I get all that stuff saved in, you guys are going to be in some trouble. Yes, you are.
Daddy,
Are you starting to like it?
do you wanna watch what I can do?
What can you do?
Come on.
Well, I'm still live now, baby. So once I get on live, when I'm not recording anymore, then I can come and check you out. What do you think about this picture?
Can you
Huh?
can you see just a little bit?
What do you think about this Princess Pink that I'm doing?
I like it.
Do you like it?
Can you see a little bit?
I can see from this angle here. Oh, it fell down again. You know why it fell down again?
Yes.
Maybe because you was back there messing around?
No, because you pushed it with your back.
Never hit my back. I don't think you hit my back. You think you hit my back?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'll have to come up with something better. Alright, you can't be up there. Okay, the computer is most definitely not a good place to stand.
Okay.
But it's okay. It's not a good place to stand, okay? Alright, what color would I want to go with? What color would look good with pink?
Probably red.
Red, huh? Maybe burgundy.
No, red. Red.
I like a dark red, somewhere up in here.
Yeah, dark red.
Yeah, that would look cool. Come in and drag it, and that's not what we want. I'm going to start a new layer just for me. Is that alright with you?
Yes.
And I'm going to come in and do some really quick, step my brush size up here, so that I can get this done faster.
Daddy.
Yes.
Can you come and see real quick, Daddy?
No.
No, I don't have nobody to see my portrait.
Now see how this, how I'm getting these jumps here in my brush. If I, do a brush stroke, I get these skips in between the actual brush. I got a dot here and a dot there, a dot there. To get rid of that, you can come and we can open up your brush presets and switch to this setting here on your brush and actually take away the spaces. That'll help you get that crisp line that you're looking for. Um, see how that goes into play. It's a lot more clean. You don't have to worry about it being all out of whack and stuff.
Daddy,
Just a quick tip.
can you see me on the TV? Why?
No, I can't see you. What are you doing up there?
You have to see.
All right.
Are you coming? Black.
Hey, don't. Oh snap! I'm gonna get my These are my Iron Man colors.
Dad,
They make me look like Iron Man.
do you want to pick a different color?
For what? For my armor?
Yeah.
There isn't a better color here. Plus I like red.
Probably.
Red's a really cool color.
I would say probably pink.
Pink. You think I should have pink armor?
Yeah.
You have pink armor though.
No.
We're gonna have to really tie this in with a nice background now because we have two very unique colors here that we're working with. And
Daddy,
the whole idea is just to play around with this and
Dad, which color
yes.
do you like the best?
See, I have a skip in here
The
somewhere.
most best.
Oh, that's because we're at 25 and we should be down here. You know, sometimes when you switch your brush size, it don't save that setting in there, and then you'll get these large quantity jumps.
Dad,
And yes,
I still want to show you my new trick.
okay, I'll see your new trick. You didn't want to play with me when I wasn't recording, and now that I'm recording, um,
Hello.
she wants my attention.
It's time to eat dinner.
Alright, of course
Yeah.
it's all starting to fall apart on me.
That's a nice picture, though. Look it. Then I get here, and then here. Nice. Come on, your food is on the table. Daddy, can I eat?
Alright, I'm coming. Let me wrap it up. Well, guys, and I know you hear it. My family, guys, my family, and kudos to them for allowing me to do this on their time, because it could be family time all day,
We'll get our
like
plates
it
ready.
has been. We went and actually hung out today, so we did some fun stuff, which we try to every week. Do something fun, just go out and get out of the house, get away, and do fun stuff, do family stuff, guys. Um, Life should not be all about work. But just wanted to give you guys, uh, something to look forward to as far as doing this type of stuff. This is uh, there's a lot of money in this if you're good and you learn to craft your techniques, and you just go out for what you want. Ask for what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. If you're good, don't be afraid to tell somebody that one painting is gonna be 500 bucks. Okay, don't be afraid of that stuff. I was afraid of that for a long time, and I undersold myself so long that when I got ready to, do this at a professional level, I was underselling myself. Like, man, uh, I was giving people such a deal that people were looking at me like I was crazy. And I would tell people how much I charged for a particular picture, and they would just look at me like, man, you just like really gave that away. Like, are you trying to work pro bono? Are you trying to work pro bono and just are you donating to charity? Because man, you're giving away your artwork pretty much. And I had to learn that. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want. People will let you know if you're not being realistic. And in most cases, you'll get a second go at placing a bid. And what I mean by bid is actually giving them a price. Some cost that you can do some illustrations at. But you'll never know what you can get for it if you don't ask. If you never set it aside. And then experience has a lot to do with it too. I've been doing art my whole life, and it has taken me my whole life to be able to do art on the level that I do it on. And so when, some people want to look at you and say, well, you crazy. I'm not paying that much. And you'll have people like that. And then you have to, explain to them, well, it took me this long to to get this concept down, to be able to do this work. And so don't be afraid to put your price out there. What are you worth to yourself? and be realistic. If you were a person trying to get artwork done and they were, say using it to make money on, what would that literally be? What would it mean? How much would they make off of it? And would you pay that much to get it done? So that you could make money off of it. So be realistic. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. It don't look like much because
Looks like a lot.
I'm rushed. I'm
Oh,
rushed.
good.
But quick way to do things. Quick way to get it done without actually having to worry about, are the eyes close enough? Are they far apart enough? There's nothing wrong with going over a picture that exists to get your outline. Okay, guys, to get just a template, But that'll be that. That's the picture there originally, and we pretty much just built off of that, and um, now we're gonna take it to the next level and do some really cool stuff with you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and we'll see if we can like literally, get cooking with this thing, and really get some lighting and all that stuff going with this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, alright? Thanks for watching. There is no website for me. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Romance, or just by looking up Andre Romance, or you can visit my fan page at Von Designs. That's VAUGHN Designs on Facebook. Okay, the fan page. And like the page so you can get more updates on what I'm doing here, and things that I'm going to be uploading for you guys to look at. So this is part one of what I call it, just armor. Um, um, I forgot what I called it. I forgot what I called it, but um, I'm just kind of creating this style here, and seeing and running a test with it, and seeing who'd actually be interested in learning how to do this type of stuff, because it's simple. It's simple. You can make a lot of money doing it, given that, your level of expertise. Hold your head up, keep doing what you're doing, keep never give up. Never give up. Don't worry about what other people say about your artwork. Um, just learn from it. Okay, learn from your mistakes, and grow from your successes. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.